Hi guys, welcome back to Wonder Weirdness and Witchcraft. I am live again. If those of you who joined me who were in my last video about 2 minutes ago, that has now been deleted, and I'm not going to apologize for it because I think I needed to kind of vent, but the reason I deleted it was because it wasn't making sense and I was rambling, and it's not really the point that I wanted to make in that video. So thank you for joining me on that last video, but I'm going to try and take a little bit more of a calmer approach and kind of put my ideas out there a little bit more clearer. I won't be, I haven't opened up the chat on my screen, so I won't be seeing what's happening in the chat. I'm not really opening it for discussion. You're welcome to talk amongst yourselves, but I'm not really taking opinions or questions for this video. But basically what I wanted to talk about was the hashtag #BeTheWitchyChange. First of all, what I wanted to say, excuse me. Okay, first of all, I sit in two places in regards to this topic. I recently watched Joey Morris's video and I agreed with a lot of what she had to say. Basically the fact that we shouldn't have to have a movement as such. It should just be a way of life. And I completely agree with her. I completely agree with you, Joey, if you're watching this. As well, I would like to pretty much first of all say that I think that this #BeTheWitchyChange tag has been incredible, and I say incredible, for our community over the last, a week and a half, 2 weeks. I think that it is definitely what this community needed to kind of bring us back together and to put a lot more positive vibes out there for us all, which I think is really, really good. And saying that as well, I also completely agree with what Ravenflower has said in one of her videos recently as well, where she says that it's been, while it's been quite positive, it's been quite heavy as well. You know, a lot of people have been talking about their own experiences on YouTube in the past. And I was talking to someone this afternoon about it, but I'm not one, and I have never really been one to get involved with the witchy politics of our community on here. But, you know, here I am. So this tag has been absolutely incredible. And I think it has done so much for a lot of people in our community. It has inspired, it has encouraged, it has created new friendships, new relationships, and it has definitely created a real sense of wholeness and a real sense of community, which I think we have been lacking as of late. I now would like to kind of move to my second viewpoint, in which that I feel indifferent. It upsets me that this is what it's kind of come to, really. It upsets me that we have to have a hashtag and have it labeled as a challenge to be nice and to be decent human beings. Basically, what I'm saying is, and what I've said to a few people in the last couple of weeks, is that, you know, you don't have to be a witch to be an asshole, and you don't have to be an asshole to be a witch. You know, at the end of the day, it comes down to humanity, and it comes down to being a decent fucking human being, quite frankly. And it really does, and this is why I'm sitting with it, this is why it's sitting with me funny, is because it's come to the point where someone, and it is in this case Random Witch, who has been so brave, so courageous to start this movement. And Random, I absolutely adore you for it. What you've done for this community is something that I've never seen on YouTube, and I've been watching YouTube videos longer than I've been making them, but even then I've been on here for, I think, roughly 3 years. So I've never seen, and I was saying this to someone this afternoon, I've never seen a tag like this take off, and I've never seen such enthusiasm behind a tag. So what you've done is really, really incredible. But I feel for you, girl. I really feel for you. I almost feel sorry. I almost want to apologize on behalf of all of us that, you know, I want to apologize for what has tipped you over the edge into making you realize that people need to fucking snap out of it. And it's really upsetting to me. It's really upsetting to me that it has been taken to that point where we now have to, you know, all try to be nicer people to one another. It's really affected me on a really strange level, which I didn't think it was going to. But that's why I've been hesitant to make a video, and that's why it's taken me so long to kind of jump on the bandwagon and give my point of view. But I think what really kind of triggered me was Joey Morris. Joey, if you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate that you did put a different perspective out there, and a lot of what you said I completely agree with, and I got your back basically with a lot of the things that you've said. And the gist really in Joey's video was, you know, it should just be a way of life. It should just be decent humanity to be nice to one another and not to belittle and degrade and bully behind your keyboard and, you know, make someone feel less of themselves and less of their own personal spiritual path and practice. So, yeah, that's what I've kind of got to say. Keep doing what you're doing, everyone. I think it's absolutely incredible. Like I said before, like it's just an absolute change and revolution that our community's gone through over the last couple of weeks and will continue to go through. And I think it's great. Again, if you're new to watching me or you're new to making videos, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know your if you're kind of jumped on board on this whole YouTube witchy thing, and I'll, you know, give you videos to watch and give you a subscribe. You know, I'm more than happy to do that, and I'm more than happy to, you know, to reach out and to have people reach out to me to chat and discuss and talk about things. And that's another thing that you know, has really gone hand in hand, I think, over the last couple of weeks is the live chats and the hangouts that have really gone hand in hand with this Be the Witchy change, which I think is great. You know, I was having conversations with people via Hangout over the last couple of weeks that I've never met, that don't necessarily make YouTube videos, but have really great information and a great, you know, practice behind them, and, you know, they're on their own path and have got really interesting things to say. So I think it's been ultimately absolutely fantastic, but I come from a real place of honesty, and I hope you can all kind of respect that, in that it upsets me that it has had to come to this. So yeah, thank you guys. If there's anyone in the chat watching, thank you very much for joining. If you were watching my previous, thanks again for that. That was really scattered and gross and a little bit more angry. Not angry, just emotive, I guess. And I was just rambling like a fucking crazy person. So I feel like I've gotten my opinions and my viewpoint out quite nicely now. So thank you all for that. Hopefully going to be doing some cool things over the next couple of weeks, some more chats. If you'd be interested in having a chat with me on my channel, please do let me know in the comments below, and we'll try to organize something. So thanks guys. Keep doing what you're doing, keep being the witchy change, but also just at the end of the day, don't be an asshole. All right guys, thanks, bye.